If you lost a loved one. There is a way that you can bring back a loved one after death. I wouldn't recommend it though. Death is final, and cheating it always leads to bad results. But you'll want to know anyway. Well, here you go. Go to the cemetery that your loved one is buried in. This only works for those who have been buried though. There's probably another method for cremation or something, but I don't know it. Make sure that you take the one material object that is most important to you with you. The emotion from this object, this sacrifice, will provide your power. Take it to the plot of your loved one and bury it over their grave. You don't have to go very far down, so don't worry about running into the slab or anything. Before you cover up the hole with your object, don't forget to add a few drops of your blood to it. This imbues the ritual with your own life essence and draws them in. Then comes the final steps. Take a small handful of dirt from where you buried your object and swallow it. Disgusting, but necessary. This creates the link between you and where you need to go. After that, get yourself as comfy as you can and fall asleep upon the grave. If everything was done correctly, and you get a bit lucky, you'll awaken to find yourself standing at the gate of the graveyard. It will be dim, foggy, and you'll notice a lack of color in this drab place. You'll also see that there seem to be people wandering around the gravestones. Exactly how many and what they'll look like will depend on the cemetery you went to, but I've never heard of a location not having at least a few dozen of them wandering around. Whatever you do, stay away from them. These are the shades of those left behind, from failed rituals or weak spirits drawn from the surrounding areas to the power of your blood and object. Even if you recognize some of them, do not go near them. They're a little more than instinct now and desire one thing above all else: life. They want another chance to live and crave nothing more. Even if the shade's mind is so far gone, it doesn't even recall why. And if one catches you, it will try to steal that life away from you. They may notice you, they may not. If they do, evade them. It shouldn't be too hard, as their reflexes and control are not as nearly as sharp as they used to be. Avoid them and look for your loved one. The person may be at their grave or wandering the walkway. You may even find them hiding, terrified at the scene before them. When you finally see your loved one, stop. Don't go near them yet. Call out the person's name and wait. If the response seems genuine, everything is going as planned. If the response is delayed, quiet, distant, or not even present, then hold on. Ask, from a distance, what was the one thing that the person hated in life? As these shades progress, and their minds dwindle to nothing, some of the first things to go are the memories of the things they hated in life. Any bad memory that makes life seem terrible would slip away to be replaced by that deep desire to return to the living. If your loved one's answer seems legitimate, take their hand and pray that you weren't wrong. If you are, you may find yourself as a replacement shade wandering this foggy graveyard. Be aware their hand will be cold, freezing, like grasping solid ice, but never let go. Even if your hand starts going numb and your fingers turn black, do not let go. After feeling that rush of life touching their hand and immediately losing it moments later, your loved one may not be able to resist the urge to take it all from you. Take your loved one back to the gate. Avoid other shades as you can. More may notice you now as your living body is connected to their realm. More may notice you now as your living body is connected to their realm via your lost loved one. Be quick, be decisive, and do not let go of your loved one's hand. Should you make it and step through the gate of the cemetery, you'll find yourself back in the living world. However, this time your loved one will have rejoined you at your side, still clutching your hand. To the rest of the world, it will just seem like your loved one went on a long trip somewhere and recently came back. Nobody will be able to recall where it was they went or what they did there. Well, nobody except you and your loved one, but they will be happy to see the person's return. After this, I suggest that you never stay in one place too long. Keep moving, keep roaming. The more random your journey is, the better. The moment you start seeing the sickly, pale look come across your loved one's face, or the bit of decay that might start forming on your skin, move. Death hates to be cheated, and if he catches up with you and your loved one, he'll make sure that both of you feel every bit of rotten sickness that will build up in your bodies until your loved one once again falls to the grasp of death and returns to the cemetery. This time, however, they won't be alone. You will be joining them. Maybe you'll get lucky, though. Maybe someone might make this journey for you. They'll take your hand and drag you back to the world of the living, only for it all to start over once again. Alright guys, I want to say thank you for anybody who actually watched this entire reading of a creepypasta article, as if you lost a loved one. I'm going to be starting to do these a lot more often. I did this one specifically because, one, I do need to work on my pronunciation, alliteration, domination, just things of that nature. I really do need to work on my enunciation. I need to actually... I'm not even sure how to say it. I really need to say my words clear and concise, as well as I need to work on my own speech, because I do have some sort of speech impediment. I do stutter on my words, things of that nature, so I need to start working on that. So I figured a reading, and a lot more readings to come, will be something to combat that. Another reason why I decided to pick this specific one is for last week or so, I've been just thinking of a lot of things because it's an anniversary of a couple different things that happened in my past, and just made me think of some of the loved ones I have and some of the loved ones I've lost, and you know, whether they're not here anymore or you lost them because of, you know, situations not working out, it still means that you lost someone very important to you and you wish you can get them back sometimes. And I guess the point of that I'm trying to make across is we do have memories of loved ones, and we should always cherish those memories because they're one of a kind. Those won't ever take place of anything else, if that makes any sense. But essentially, try not to dwell too much on it, because if you do, you get stuck in the past and you might miss an experience that comes up towards the future. Now, a lot of people may be watching this, and I may be talking to some of the people, you know, through this video, and essentially all I want to say to anybody and everybody is that I love you. I want to thank you for either being in my life or have been in my life. I do appreciate all the experiences you guys have given me, and I do appreciate all the support I continue to get from all of my fans and supporters. So yeah, that's essentially all I wanted to say. So other than that, guys, I think we're going to cut it here from now. Again, I love you all. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. We'll catch you guys later.